Let's take a live look at Mount Wilson. What will that look like as you're going through the traffic and the last of the holiday weekend? We are here with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo and the rest of your weather. Hey, Steph.
Yeah, not too bad. It was a beautiful weekend. We have, the May gray. We started with the clouds and the fog, then eventually looking at some sun. So same deal as we continue today, although it's taking a little bit of clear up, but right now, we are checking out this live shot of San Pedro. Fleet Week continues, so lots of great events out there. Looking at some clouds, but I'll have a little bit more sun later on today. Temperatures at 67 degrees, and it gets a little bit warmer as we continue. So satellite and radar. Once again, you have the clouds around, but we're beginning to clear up in a few spots there in Orange County, throughout portions of the Inland Empire, even around the valleys. You see it slowly retreating back to the coast. It's taking a little bit longer, but we will get there. We do have a mix of sun and clouds because we have high-level clouds sweeping across the area later on this afternoon. But temperatures right now at 66 in San Bernardino, 63 in Ontario, 62 in Riverside, 63 in Van Nuys, 64 in Thousand Oaks here right now. And as we continue, as we head into the afternoon hours, this is what we're forecasting. 74 for the Basin, Valleys and IE 82. 83 for the high desert with some breezy conditions here this afternoon, mostly sunny for the mountains, and temperatures will be at 66. But looking ahead into the week, we're talking about even warmer temperatures. More on that coming up here in just a bit. For now, back to you, Lolita.
All right, we'll check in with you later. Thank you. 11:20. Let's take a live look now at Catalina. And there is that sun I think meteorologist Stephanie Olmo was talking about. She is here with your first alert forecast. Hey, Steph.
Hey, yeah, we have some clouds. We have a little bit of sun. Right now, we are checking out this live shot of downtown LA where it's a little bit hazy out this way. Temperatures in the area at 64. It gets a little bit warmer as we head into this afternoon, but temperatures right now 5 degrees cooler now compared to this time yesterday. I'm going over a couple of weather headlines for you. So once again, we're starting up the day with that marine layer. Partly cloudy skies as we approach the afternoon hours, as there's a weather system to the north of us is going to throw some high clouds across our direction. Temperatures near normal. Highs in the 70s and 80s. And then we look ahead later on in the week and we're talking about a possibility of a warm up. But temperatures for this afternoon, nice and comfortable, nice and pleasant there in Riverside at 82 later on today, 83 in San Bernardino, 66 in Big Bear, 85 in Victorville. We'll be in the low 80s in Santa Clarita, 77 in Van Nuys, 73 in Thousand Oaks. As we go over the futurecast, so we continue until later on this afternoon. I mentioned some high clouds swinging across the area. So there you have it. This is around 1, 2, 3 o'clock later on today. So we'll have partly cloudy skies later on this afternoon. And then once again, later on tonight into early Tuesday, we have the marine layer clouds returning across the area. Also, we're watching breezy conditions this afternoon in the high desert, low desert too, but we'll see the gusts around 30 miles an hour from time to time in places like Victorville and even back into Palmdale later on today. All right, heading out to the beaches. I know it's Memorial Day Monday. You have probably plans to head to the beaches. Waves will be around 3 to 5 feet. A reminder, we do have a beach hazard statement that remains in place along the coast from Ventura County all the way down to the coast of Orange County. But temperatures this afternoon, not too bad. Upper 60s, again, a mix of sun and clouds, also keeping those temperatures in the upper 60s in spots like Zuma Beach, Venice at 68 and 69 for you in Manhattan Beach. For those heading out to the ballpark, the Angels will be taking on the New York Yankees. The first pitch just past 6:30. We're looking at some sunshine around that time, temperatures at 72, and then gradually cooling throughout the game. But it's going to be nice and comfortable as for those heading out to the ballpark here later on today. All right. I'm talking some changes later on in the week. So as we continue, temperatures for the Basin in the mid-70s, then we warm it up a little bit here Thursday into Friday. We do have this ridge of high pressure that's developing here across the West Coast, allowing those temperatures to warm up later on the week. And it looks like Friday will be the warmest day. For the coast, temperatures here upper 60s to low 70s, even as we continue throughout the rest of the work week and heading into the weekend. For the valleys, temperatures at 77, lower 80s for the Inland Empire. But looking ahead into Friday, look at the numbers. Temperatures in the upper 80s, 94 for the Inland Empire, and temperatures coming down a little bit as we head into the weekend. High desert temperatures eventually warming back into the 90s by Wednesday. Triple-digit heat will continue for the low desert. And lastly, for the mountains, temperatures today in the 60s, but eventually by tomorrow, we're talking about temperatures back into the 70s with mostly sunny skies. That was your forecast. And back to you, Lolita.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much. And